Hello, my name is Sherry Miller. I am 53 years old. I have 4 kids and 4 grandkids. My story is probably not unique, but I'm going to share it to hopefully encourage some people. I've been working out with Aaron and Rob since late August of 2016. I have 3 herniated discs in my back, starting with the L4-S5. Severely damaged back, going to steroid injections, doctor's appointments, lots of sciatica pain, completely debilitated, and to the point where my life came to a screeching halt. I was very active, horses, lifting bales of hay, doing my own thing to nothing, and with that comes a lot of depression. You gain weight with the steroid injections, you get depressed, you eat. It was just a vicious cycle. And so my older son, who knows Rob, Jonathan, had asked me one day when I was down flat on my back. I had done nothing to cause that day. The pain just sometimes was there and sometimes it wasn't. And he asked me, he said, "Mom, wouldn't you rather have your back hurt because you tried rather than just waking up and having it hurting?" So he'd been encouraging me to call Rob for months, and I just was told by my doctor that I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be lifting more than a gallon of milk, and really not even that, and not bring my own groceries into my house, to have my kids do that, and just really limited my activity. And I believed him. I believed my doctor that if I did these things, I was going to cause more damage to my back, and I didn't want that. So to get him off my back, I went and I met Rob. I called him. It was a very scary phone call, but I called him and I met with him, and I was completely intimidated, not by Rob, but just by the whole situation, and not sure what to expect. But my whole objective was for Rob to tell my son that this really wasn't for me, that the doctors were right, that I was doing exactly what I needed to be doing, that he needed to back off of me and let me do what I'm supposed to be doing. So he put me through a really basic warm-up routine that I didn't know was a warm-up. My whole warm-up was my workout. I didn't know that at the time. And when I rode my bike there that day, it was a quarter mile, and I really thought that I was really doing something for myself. So after the warm-up and after my session with Rob, he had 2 requests. Is one, always show up and to be dedicated, and no matter what, show up. If you're sick, show up. If you're injured or hurting, show up. Because even though I may not be able to participate in what they had planned for me, they could modify, and even if I was sick, I could watch and learn. So, and he said it very sternly, and I knew I needed to show up if I agreed to do this. So going home that day, riding my bike home, I really felt encouraged. I was sore, I was tired, but I felt alive for the first time in a long time. And so then the inner turmoil started, where I had to face my family and let them know, hey, I'm gonna go start lifting weights, and I'm gonna start doing things that the doctors are telling me not to do. To a husband who's been to the steroid injections, to the doctors with me, sat with me through the MRIs and the results, knowing that, this is a very serious injury. And I was going to go tell him, hey, I'm going to pay money to people to do exactly the opposite of what my doctors were telling me to do. It wasn't easy. It was an uphill battle the whole way. But every time I met with Aaron and Rob and I worked out, I have never been injured. My back has never been worse. They started me out with baby steps in strengthening things in my back that were going to keep me from being injured. They took the time that they needed. They listened to me when I was sore. They listened to me, and they modified, and they made it work for me. So fast forward 2 years, I have competed in a state, international, and now my first world competition is coming up in Saturday. And the first time I competed, I got first place. The second time I competed, I did 2 lifts. I got second and third place. So I'm reaching for that gold again this time. And I don't compete with quarts or gallons of milk. I compete with heavy weights. I'm going to be doing the double jerks with the 16 kilos and the single jerk with 20 kilos. That's a lot of weight. That's not a gallon of milk, and I'm gonna kill it. And I'm just so excited. I just want to encourage anybody who thinks they can't, that they really can. It's not easy. It's hard. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of sweat. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of discipline. If you're willing, they're willing to help you every step of the way. You're going to get strong physically, which is going to help you get strong emotionally, and your confidence is going to grow in your abilities to not just do the physical things that you don't think you can do, but to reach out and do anything that you think you can't. You're going to realize that nothing is off limits. There are no boundaries except for what you have in your head. There's just no boundaries.